Hello the internet and welcome to another fast school holiday video workshop with the CNRL Library Innovation Studio and Library Children's Services. Today I'm going to show you how to craft beautiful rope vases to make your home look amazing or to give away as a fantastic gift. First of all, we're going to have to drink a lot of soda. For this workshop you will need a pair of scissors, some kind of string or cord, and an empty soda bottle or fizzy bottle of your choice. Now there are lots of other things you can use rather than string. You can use rope, you can use twine, you can use classic string, you can use chunky yarn, and you can also make your yarn yourself. If you've got some old t-shirts knocking around the place that you don't want anymore, we have another workshop that shows you how you can turn your old t-shirts into t-shirt yarn, which is fantastic for this workshop. Now if you do happen to have a plant to hand, have a look to see how tall it is. You're going to want to make sure there's a little bit on the bottom extra because it's not going to fit in these bumpy bits here, and work out where you need to cut. I'm going to cut about here. Good way to cut a bottle, take the lid off first, give it a pinch so you squeeze it shut, and then you can cut it with your scissors and you're in. You can easily get your scissors inside now, so cut all the way around. I've just done that roughly at first because I'm going to size it up properly now. So I want to be down to that line there. And try and do a nice neat job and cut all the way around so you've got a nice smooth top. Pretty good. Now we are going to cut slices down here, not all the way to the bottom, just as close as you can get it without the whole thing falling apart. So I'm going to go down to there, where one of the bumps comes up. I'm using quite chunky wool, so I'm going to make my tabs quite big. Now remember, the smaller your tabs are, the more you're going to have to thread in and out, so keep that in mind and how much time you're willing to put into this. And when you cut, try and cut to the same length each time. We're going to do that all the way around. There's not many workshops we do where you get to drink fizzy while you're doing it. But that's definitely one of the bonuses of this one. There we go, and now you're left with a funny, quivering little object. Okay, now to get our rope, or our yarn, or our twine, or our string, or whatever it is you've decided to use. I've decided to use this yarn. It's a bit of a mess. So now you've got this, the first thing you need to do with your yarn is tie it on at the very bottom. There's a couple of ways you can do this. I'm going to tie a very basic knot in it. Now it just needs to be a bit of a lump. It doesn't have to be any kind of special knot. I'm going to make my lump a little bit bigger than that though, so I'm going to do that again. There we go. And just thread it through so the knot's on the inside, all the way to the bottom, and when you pull it, it won't come out. Easy as that. Now, I'm going to put my hand inside, because we want to make sure this doesn't clam up and turn into a ball, so my hand's always going to be making sure that doesn't happen. And to start off, we're going to go over our first tab, and under our second tab, and over our third tab, and under, alternating all the way along. So under, over, and then under this tab. This will seem a bit fiddly the first way around, but it gets easier as you go along on your second way around because it's already kind of pushed out of it. Make sure you push it down to the very bottom, over and under, round and round, round and round basically. Now when you get back at the beginning, it's going to be a lot easier as I said. If you notice like me, I'm going over where I've already gone over once. You don't want that, we want to have a checkerboard effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back under here. I'm basically going under twice. And now I'm going to be over where this one was under. And that's okay, it'll look a little different on this side, but that can be at the back. If you cut an odd number of tabs, that's going to work out great for you. I didn't, but that's okay, you can just do this little cheat. And then keep going, under, over, under, over. Need a little break, drink some fizzy. And eventually, you'll end up with a nice checkerboard pattern like this. Right, I'm back to the beginning. Snip that off there, push it through, and just pop it in the bottom there. You can either give it as it is, look at a plant, and pop it in. If you're using something large, like rope, you may actually want to cut off every other plastic tab to give yourself enough room to weave through. But otherwise, it's exactly the same. Under, over, under, over, under, all the way around. So I've put the plant pot directly in there, as in there's no saucer at the bottom. So when I put water in there, I'll actually be able to see if there's water in the bottom, if it needs filling up or not, if it's got too much. Isn't that great? And that's it. We hope you enjoyed making your rope vases to make your house and your friends' houses look amazing, and we'll see you next time on the next Fast School Holiday video workshops.